everybody, back to back here. So, it has come to that time. It is that time of year where we look back on Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and we say, uh-oh. Whoa, Rocky? Whoa, Rocky? What happened? What happened, Kevin Feige? I mean, now don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed certain movies in the Phase 4 of the MCU. And I'm going to get into this. But overall, what happened? This is the first phase of the MCU that we all go, something's going on. We need to reevaluate. And you know what? I've said this even too. Like, I was in after Fast and the Furious 7. After Paul Walker passed away and they had that great farewell to him at the end of Furious 7. I said, they don't need to make any more Fast and Furious movies. And guess what? The last two Fast and Furious movies have been, to me, the worst of the series. And not saying that Too Fast and Furious is better, in my opinion. Hey, I gotta say that because, Cole Hauser is the villain in Too Fast, Too Furious. And we all know who Cole Hauser is now. Whip in Yellowstone. So you know what? I don't want him to meet my ass. So, Too Fast and Furious. But I said that, after Furious 7, they need to stop. And I almost felt like that after Avengers Endgame. We went 11 years with Phase 1, 2, and 3. And it accumulated into this giant 3-hour, really, if you count Infinity War and Endgame, this 5.5-hour finale. And it's like, okay, that's it, we're done. No more. I mean, obviously we knew there was going to be more. But, and I do feel like after Endgame, these movies have not been as well received. And, and so to me, I rate my least favorite to favorite Phase 4 movie. So here we go. The least favorite Phase 4 movie is last year's Eternals. It was almost a 3-hour movie, the second longest Marvel movie. Most of the characters felt derivative of DC characters. One of them was Superman, one of them was The Flash, one of them was Wonder Woman. I'm like, okay. The action scenes really didn't do much for me. I mean, so far the story of Eternals hasn't... We still have that Celestial in the middle of the ocean, and no one's talking about it. And that happened in the real world, everyone would be freaking out, and that would be on the news 24/7. Screw everything else. Then we get into Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I was looking forward to this movie a lot. I think WandaVision was the best Disney Plus Marvel show so far. I liked the first Doctor Strange. I liked Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda. They brought in Sam Raimi, the guy behind the first two Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. I'm like, this is going to be awesome. Yes, I like some of the horror elements, but overall, the whole multiverse. What multiverse? You went to two other places. One of them you spent in one building, and the other you spent in an old mansion. With my multiverse. So yeah. Next is Thor: Love and Thunder. Now, I was a little bit more on this one, because, like Thor Ragnarok, I knew what I was expecting. Serious moment, then cut in with humor. And in this one, we got all humor. And then the Gore the God Butcher. You got Gore the God Butcher. And we never see him killing any gods. Please, tell me, what were you thinking? And you had Christian Bale. Christian Bale, one of the best actors in Hollywood. What are you doing? And you brought back Natalie Portman, which I liked, but still. And then we had Black Widow, the last Scarlett Johansson time playing Black Widow. And this was also a weird one because technically it wasn't a Phase 4 movie, it should have been a Phase 3 because it took place between Civil War and Infinity War. And they had a weak villain, and, other than for Florence Pugh, and even the action wasn't as good. I thought it was going to be the next Winter Soldier, and it wasn't. So we had that. And then we get into Spider-Man No Way Home. I know a lot of you are like, wait a minute, this is number 3? Yes. Because I feel like, up until we see Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, the first half of that movie doesn't work. It's all over the place in the first half. Yeah, we got this guy named Matt Murdock sitting down with Peter Parker. How did he get there? How did Peter know to go look for Matt Murdock? They don't even say his name, Matt Murdock. So everyone who didn't watch the Netflix show has no idea who this person is. Then you had the villains that were from other universes that had no connection to Tom Holland's Peter Parker. Like that, other than for Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield showing up, this movie really doesn't work that well when you go back and watch it. I'm just saying. Then right now at number 2 I have Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Mainly because I just saw it, so maybe after I see it a second or third time, maybe it will move up. I just put out my review this past weekend, so I'm not going to go into that movie again. I'll attach the podcast or that video at the end of this video. So if you did not watch that review, you can go back and watch it. And finally, right now, number 1 to me is Shang. Wow. Forgive me, I'm white. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I think this is one of them I thought actually was going to be the worst. Ended up being the best. The action scenes are some of the best action scenes since probably the Winter Soldier. I love the villain, the Mandarin, the real Mandarin this time, was to me one of the best villains in all Phase 4. And I would say up there as at least a top 5 villain in the MCU. I like in the action, I love the Shang-Chi himself, his journey, and his arc. The only thing I did not like is kind of like most Marvel movies, when we get into the third act. And I thought, going back and watching it a second time, Ben Kingsley as the fake Mandarin, I thought the humor was alright. I didn't like it as much as I thought I was going to, especially for a movie that was more serious, and especially with the father-son dynamic. Then you had Trevor Slattery, Ben Kingsley back, and it brought it down just a little bit. Not as much as when in Iron Man 3 when it was revealed, but it's still for Shang-Chi it brought it down just a little bit. But those are my rankings of Phase 4 in the MCU. I'm not going to do the Disney Plus shows. Like I said, I think WandaVision was my favorite out of them. But let me know in the comments below, were you a fan of Phase 4? What is your ranking? How would you rank the Phase 4 movies of the MCU?